The Village of Hainesville regular board meeting will now come to order on Tuesday, September 13th at 7:04 p.m. If everybody would please rise and I'll lead us in the pledge. I'd also like to ask that we pause for a moment of silence immediately following the pledge in recognition of the 10th anniversary this past Sunday of the catastrophic 9/11 event.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Minnesota.
Present.
Trustees Darnowski.
Here.
Freeze.
Here.
Duberstein. Aye. Garrett.
Here.
Daly is absent, and Washington.
Here.
Okay, we are in quorum. Trustee Daly is out at a small family reunion event, I believe, out east. At this time, I'd like to introduce, we have two guests. If you please step forward. We'll approve the agenda afterwards. I want to kind of get our guests to, they can get on with their issues and questions and answers, and then we'll move forward with the rest of the meeting. We have Hillary Ward-Schnat from the University Center of Lake County. And we'll give you the floor, Hillary. Is the mic on?
Thank you. I think so.
Yes, it is.
Hello, everybody. I'm the Associate Dean for Academic Services and Programs at the University Center of Lake County and a Hainesville resident. And I brought my colleague, Tanya Baxter, who's our recruiter and academic advisor, and also a Hainesville resident. And we just wanted to take a few minutes to tell you a little bit about the University Center of Lake County. We think it's an outstanding resource for the people of Lake County and the larger region, and would just like to let you all know a little bit about us. We were created by the Illinois Board of Higher Education formally in 2000. We're a consortium of colleges and universities from across Illinois. We started with 12, we now have 19, who have banded together to bring to this region programs to serve the academic needs of the region beyond what the community college, the College of Lake County, is able to provide. So our institutions provide the junior-senior year towards someone's initial master's degree. We have a wide range of master's degree programs, and we have some professional development programs. And Tanya's going to talk a little bit about what those academic programs are in just a minute. Because our target audience has been working adults, people who can't go away to school and they're busy during the day and they can't necessarily take the time to commute to DeKalb or far into the city, our academic programs have tended to run in the evening, on the weekend, or now via online study opportunities for their convenience, which means we have a beautiful high-tech facility in Grace Lake. We sit on the campus of the College of Lake County that is then available during the day for business and industry and civic and government groups to use for meetings, training, conferences, and that kind of thing during the day. In addition to the academic programs and the conference center, we have also a group of our member institutions that have programs in education that work together with the Regional Office of Education and with superintendents of local school districts as an educator center of Lake County, so that they could bring the resources of multiple institutions up here to meet the needs of teachers and administrators and staff of the K-12 schools who might need professional development training or additional certifications in various areas or new job skills in the K-12 community. So we have a wide range of activities going on day and evening. It tends to get busiest around our place about 4 o'clock in the afternoon when the parking lot fills up with the evening students. and I'm going to ask Tanya to talk about those academic programs. But the last thing I wanted to say, particularly to this group, is to let you know about an event we have upcoming next week, because it came out of a Hainesville meeting last month when the council showed the new documentary Green Fire about Aldo Leopold and the land ethic. And my husband and I came and we enjoyed it greatly, and we have worked with Tricia Steele, and now we too are going to do a screening. So if you missed it when you could have sat in this very space watching it, come this time next week to the University Center, and at 7 o'clock we'll be screening the movie, and then Northeastern Illinois University, who is one of our member institutions, is joining forces with us on it. They are about to debut a political science major up here in Lake County. So the political science department and the philosophy department is cooperating with us, and they are sending up a faculty and a graduate student who will lead a post-show discussion on it. So if you haven't been by, that would be a great opportunity. And now I'm going to ask Tanya to talk about academic programs.
Thank you, Hillary. I'm Tanya Baxter, and I'm the recruiter and advisor for the University Center. So what I do is oftentimes go out to places like this, to community events or colleges, other community colleges, and try doing the recruiting of students to the University Center. So we reach out even to McHenry County College and those students in Oakton. So I do travel around the region a bit, trying to recruit students to this wonderful facility that Hillary just mentioned. So what we do offer are the bachelor's completion program. So for students who started their bachelor's degree many years ago, they want to come back to school, or for now with the economy that we have, we're seeing more and more traditional students coming from the community colleges like CLC and McHenry County College. So they're looking to stay in the area, be close to family, maybe save some additional money so that they do not have to commute far or relocate to another campus. And they're staying right here in Lake County to finish their degrees. So we offer quite a wide array from the liberal arts and sciences, the traditional subject areas that you study in college. We have technology programs, business programs, which are common too. We have some masters in engineering, information, computer science and information sciences, and we have library science. We have a lot of education programs. So if any of you know any teachers that want to go on to complete their master's degree, we have quite a bit of programs for teachers to complete a master's and move up higher in their pay scale at their teaching position. So that's a really nice variety we have there. So as Hillary mentioned, we have courses offered usually in the evenings, the weekends as well. We'll have some accelerated classes where they meet just for maybe a shorter time, but in the classroom, they go through the program like maybe 5 to 7 weeks for a particular class, but they're in the classroom maybe once a week for 4 or 5 hours, or they might be there all day Saturday. So there's also some online programs. There's quite a variety of ways to meet the needs of adult students here. And we provide services at the University Center for them to do, well, I do the advising. So students really do not know what they want to major in. I'll help them sort through that, whatever their goals are, what their educational background is. We can sort through that and see what would be a good fit for them. So we do try to help them in those areas and help them access the resources available to them on their main campuses, such as the library, career services, disability services. So all of that's still available to the students, even though they're here and they're place bound here in Lake County and they're not on their main campus. We try to make those available to them. I wanted to kind of open it up a little bit to some questions too. If anyone had questions for us. Do you know any students? What we are is a...
I have a question.
Oh, sure.
Is there a new trend where you're finding that students are pursuing new avenues of careers, or are there any new avenues you recommend that there's a need for? Or?
Well, still the health sciences areas are still hot fields right now. I think some people are looking into those. Business programs still seem to go a long way for students. They're very practical. Well, even our technology programs like fire science, industrial technology, technical resource management, that's actually one of our newest programs. Those tend to go a ways toward being very focused for the vocational job. which I think makes, in this economy, makes a lot of sense to students rather than some of the traditional fields of study that they go into. So, yeah. Not if you try people.
Any new programs in logistics, supply chain, things like that that are?
Like the Six Sigma and quality control?
No, this is more in supply chain management. My job is transportation, and we're constantly seeing more and more people wanting to look for advanced degrees in third-party logistics, transportation management, warehouse management, distribution, things like that.
The TRM, technical resource management.
That's probably the closest that we got, but we are always open to finding out that kind of information from business and industry.
So there's several universities down south that are offering degrees in that particular discipline, but once again, it's it's whether it's going to be a practical knowledge from person versus taking a young student, bringing them up through the ranks, and then throwing them right into the fire, not knowing how the system and supply chain works right now. That's a whole different thing. So that's why I was looking to see if that's something like that.
Our member institutions, by and large, are working on a cost recovery basis. So if we can identify a pool of students, if your workplace says, yeah, we've got 15 people that need this kind of training, we are glad to find that out from the community here and then turn around and work with our member institutions to say, okay, now we've got a need, who can bring the program?
That's actually a really good example of what happened with technical resource management, which is, it just started this fall and it's being offered by Southern Illinois University Carbondale, where that program was really initiated by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Really wanted that program because they have a lot of workers who wanted to complete their bachelor's degree and help them be promoted in their area. So we do want to hear of programs that are big needs in the area, so please let us know. That's how we get the programs here. So the way the way it works is the schools will often bring a proposal to us, and it has to go through a process of approval through our Council of Member Institutions and our governing board, so that it goes through that whole approval process, and then they have to demonstrate that need for us and show that there's not real competing programs, and so that we can offer that and show that there is a target audience, so they will get students enrolled.
And I just wanted to say, we did bring literature, a variety of brochures, which we put on the back table underneath on the shelf underneath the agenda, so please feel free to pick it up.
Go ahead.
I believe you mentioned that you have professional development courses. What are some of the titles of the professional development?
Project management, human resources, family and divorce mediation. There's many different kinds in the areas of business and nonprofit management. Some of those.
Okay, thank you.
So these are, I just wanted to point out some of the brochures that we have. This one is our really general brochure that lists all of our programs. If you know teachers, you'll want to get them this brochure for the Educator Center. And our fall schedule, while the classes, most of them have started already, but there's a nice table in the very front of it that gives you a nice listing of all the programs we offer. And then our program guide, which you can also find this information on our website, but if you want to take a hard copy, we will have this available out here and at the University Center if you want to pick this up. It has all the requirements listed, what it takes to get admitted, the cost. Students would pay the tuition for the actual university that they're attending. So they actually apply for admission to that school, they register for that school, they apply for financial aid through that school, and their degree actually comes from that institution, not the University Center. We're there to be supportive for you in completing that degree, but all the logistics are handled by that institution itself.
And I brought conference center brochures.
Show and tell.
Any other questions?
You were talking about Six Sigma, now does that include green belt and black belt training?
Yes,
within that?
those are all listed in here. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for giving us time on your agenda.
Thank you, and this goes